So SAP R3 is a powerful SAP R3 ECC6 is the powerful tool for enterprise resource planning. Okay, and explained already what is nothing but SAP. SAP is nothing but system applications, products in data processing. So there is a R. R. I used to tell R1, R2, R3. What is that? What does it mean? So R nothing but real time. R stands for real time, and 3 stands for three-tier architecture. It's a presentation, application, database layer. So you don't understand this now. Once you complete the course, you will understand. So this is the history R1, R2. So one is presentation layer, okay? One is application layer, one is database layer. So presentation layer nothing but it's a like almost all the once you sell the like once companies they started using the SAP, users will keep on entering the this one transactions. They create purchase order, they create sales order, they create notifications, orders, master orders, like okay, they started using the SAP in front end in laptop or iPad or this one this CPUs. They keep on entering the transaction, their business transaction. Okay, so once they enter the transaction in SAP, the program will run in the backend, and it will update whatever they enter data, right? It will be saved in database. So how what is nothing but program, how the database, etc. All this you can see it once you complete the course. Okay, in course you will see. And remember, and we are becoming a functional consultant. We never write programming. So in SAP R3, there are so many modules are there, like finance, accounting, controlling, treasury, project system, workflow, industrial solution, human resource, PM, plant maintenance, quality management, production planning, material management, sales and like this. And like just few are listed here, but like this there are so many other modules also there. SAP keep on releasing different modules every year. Okay, so now you are learning the PM module here, and all these modules are built based on ABAP language. So SAP ABAP is a programming language for SAP, like C plus .NET, like different languages are there, no? So like that, ABAP is one of the language. Usually from the computer science background, they learn that software. Okay, and we don't write the programming now. So now we got the what is nothing but ERP and some basics about SAP. So the course is about 35 to 40 hours. Okay, so introduction will be around 1 hour. So master data around 12 hours. Notification and orders like 10 hours. Reports 12. Configuration 3 to 4 hours. Technical part like how to see the program, how to see the database, like all those things. It's 2 3 hours. Interview preparation, like once you complete the like course, then how to attend the interview, how to answer the interview questions, like so resume preparation, etc. So once you join the company, then what are your roles and responsibilities, how to start your career, so all those things. Okay, so different kinds of SAP project, so how IT industry works, all those things I will explain. This is the course content. So once you finish the course, like you'll be going as a at least 5 years of experienced guy. And SAP, in SAP, like no one minimum like 4 to 5 years of experience they will ask. Okay, at least minimum 4. So what happens, like at least in worst case 3 years. So 4 is okay everywhere they ask. So that's all. Like there won't be any openings for the fresher in SAP. Very rare. That too, 99% they all the companies they hire the experienced people only. So usually companies they ask like they will prefer the guys from industry background. Okay, So that's what they ask for the experienced people. So in SAP, like almost all the people, those working different domain, so they will do the course, they will learn the SAP, and they will switch into the SAP world, SAP companies. Okay. So as I said, system applications and products. So it's a abbreviation of SAP. And SAP is now I'll come to the SAP part. You got it right. ERP nothing but what is nothing but ERP, and SAP is a one of the ERP software, and owned by SAP AG, called as SAP Labs. So this is the German-based software company, and they will develop their software. They are the owner of the software. Okay, they will do the R&D. They will develop the software, and they will start selling to the different companies. So in companies, there are two types of companies. One is product based, one is service based. So product based means like Zindal, Toyota, Hyundai, Philips, Apple, Samsung. All these companies we call it as a product based. Why? Because these are the companies produces the components, products, right? Come like Toyota produces the car, Apple produces the iPhone, Samsung produces the this one, Philips produces so many components, products, right? So these are not IT companies. So in this case, Toyota, let's say Toyota. Toyota is the company, auto manufacturing company. If they want to implement the software for the organization, they will buy the license from SAP. They will pay around 50 crores license cost, and they will get the software for their organization. Next, uh, there are some companies called as IT companies, software companies like Accenture, Infosys, TCS, Wipro. All these companies we call as IT companies. These are the service based companies. Okay, they will work for the product based companies. So now example, Toyota, they will take the project from, they will take the software from SAP, and they got the license. Now they want to use their organization, right? But they cannot do it themselves because they don't have a skill, they don't have a competency to do that, implement the software for their organization. So that's why what they do, they will take a uh, help from quotation from these companies. Okay, SAP will say, okay, Toyota will say, see, I bought the license from SAP and I want to implement for entire my organization 1 year, and I will give a 1 year time, and how much it cost, like please implement SAP for my company. Like that, they will ask the IT companies. IT companies, they will start send the quotation. Like Accenture will say, they will say quote for 400 crores, Infosys quote for 450 crores, TCS quote for 500. Obviously, now Accenture is the lowest bidder, and Toyota will give the project for the Accenture only. Okay, this is how all IT companies get the project, like different technology. Like Accenture will be having around thousands companies, so SAP projects, Infosys around 2000, TCS like 3000, like that. So they will have the SAP project from different companies. And once you finish the course, so you can start the career in IT companies. Okay, all these companies, because these companies, they hire in the mass recruitment will happen, right? So they need they will take at a time 40 50 like that. Okay, so now once you finish the course, you have to try for the IT companies, and after that, like up to 15 years or 15 years, like you can work for the IT company. Like you can explore, you can work on multiple projects, multiple clients, multiple projects, and you can in IT companies, like there will be a lot of on-site opportunity. You can travel across the globe, visit so many countries, so like on business trips. So that's all. After like certain years, like okay, so now you are enough with IT experience, and if you want a stabilized job, so you can move to the product based companies. They also use the SAP, right? So they also either SAP consultants. Okay, so learning SAP, it will help for it. You can stay in core companies also, you can stay in IT companies also. Hmm? But my suggestion, don't go for directly product based companies, because see here, go to like product based companies means they are like you don't get multiple exposure, multiple opportunities, but you will get a good salary. And getting product based is so difficult actually. There will be so many rounds you need to because and less positions will be there, so many rounds, so it's not so easy to get into the product based companies, but you will get a package, more package than IT companies. But like you should be strong in technical, so that's why I work in IT companies. So so that you'll be strong with the technical SAP knowledge, and after that you can move to the product company, so you can retire from there like that. So in SAP, there are so many models are there, like plant maintenance, PM, production planning, quality management, SD, sales and distribution, finance and controlling, material management, like this. There are hundreds of models are there. Now you are going to run a PM module, okay? So apart from these are functional modules. Apart from this, we have a security authorization, security and the authorization team basis, paper programmers. We call this altogether we call this a technical people. We are functional people. Okay, and so and finance, like those who are from the finance background, like MBA, CA, BCom, they learn finance module. Those who are from MBA, marketing, they learn like the different domain. Those who are from HR background, they will run SAP HR module. Like that, different background, they learn the different. So PM module can be learned by only either from mechanical or electrical people. It's easy to for them to understand the terminologies, right? So that's why it's a more on mechanical side. So in SAP world, there are different types of consultants. One is functional consultant, one is technical consultant. So and another one more techno-functional is there. But first, functional consultant means PM, MM, FICO, PP, QM, WM, SD. These are the models we call as the functional models. Technical, those are from ABAP, like ABAP basis security, we call as a technical consultant. Like ABAPers, we call them as a program coding people. Those who from the CS, computer science, IS, MCA, they learn this ABAP module. Okay, but when compared to the salary wise, functional consultant will be having a higher end salary. So compared to the technical consultant, because in market you will get 100,000s of programmers, right? So and usually like you can after you can become a techno functional also. Okay, if you become techno functional, then there will be more demand for them. Whatever the package you ask, they will give, because you can do technical, you can handle technical functional both, right? So that's why usually those programmers, they work for 10 years, like they will fed up with the coding and all. Like after that, they learn functional model, they become techno functional. So in SAP, there are different types of projects are there: implementation project, rollout project, support project. So all these I will explain at the end of the course in detail. So implementation, like okay, Toyota, now they decided to use the SAP for their organization. First, they will implement for any one of the plant nothing but factory. Like example, Biddi plant, they started using the SAP. So tomorrow they want to roll out the software to the Japan, Germany, other plants. So that is called as rollouts. First implementation project in Biddi is called as scratch implementation, greenfield implementation. Okay, so tomorrow if they roll out for different plant, different factories, it's called as rollout project. Support project means like once you implement the SAP and give to the Toyota, they will use it for another 10 years, and so you can keep on supporting the SAP project, I mean support projects. So that's how usually implementation projects will be tough. Supports are okay, they keep on raising the tickets request, you can handle. So that's all.